do have something to say about that I'm really concerned about. And I think everybody should know this on Facebook. I don't want people asking me questions what time I take my showers. Because I don't normally tell people about that because it's sort of my family business. For asking me questions. They tell me certain hours I take my shower on Wednesday and Saturdays. I know I do normally take my showers on Wednesday and Saturdays from 6:30 until 7:15 or 7:30 at night in the evening. I don't want no one telling me what days I take my shower and what days I should not take my showers. Okay. I don't want people to tell me about my bed hours, what time I should go to sleep, and what time I should get up in the mornings. Sometimes I do get up early. Sometimes I don't get up early. I want people nagging on me. What time I have my breakfast? What time I finish my breakfast? Or what time I finish my lunch? What time I start my lunch and finish my lunch? Same thing goes with dinners. And then some stuff I'm really concerned about is other people's behaviors. Can't talk about other people's behaviors and habits. I think everybody should know that on FaceTime too. Okay. Everybody has their own behaviors. I want you guys to depend on your own behaviors, not anybody else's. Okay. Everybody else has different behaviors more than everybody else has. Can't rely on other people's behaviors. Everybody else has behaviors but besides me. Say worrying about me, I want you guys to worry about yourselves. Okay. And I'm an adult. I know how to take care of myself when it comes to my behavior stuff, okay? I'm old enough to make my own decisions. Do things for myself. I don't want nobody fighting my battles. I know how to fight my own battles. Okay. You know, I don't hang out with bossy people, especially with boyfriends. It's the same thing. Because I don't like getting yelled at yelled at or screamed at. Or get shouted at. Nobody does. Nobody's not perfect. But still, especially when you have a sweetheart or a boyfriend, people don't like getting yelled at or getting bossed around. Okay, I have a boyfriend, and that's Matthew. He does that with me a lot. I don't want my boyfriend making my decisions for me. He's been telling me what's right and what's wrong, and I don't want him doing that with me. He's been complaining about my habits more about his own habits, and I really appreciate for him to work on that with me. And I really like my boyfriend at least treat me with respect. He should learn how to treat others people respect. I want him to learn how to be nice. It's just, not just from me and Matthew has to communicate. Me and Matthew to do that. I want everybody on Facebook to do that too. Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Okay. And I know that Matthew doesn't want to go by the house rules. So do I. But some people has different rules in other people's houses. Okay. Matthew, I have house rules. I have to go buy them. I have to deal with it. I have a mother, and I do talk back to her quite a lot. Matthew has a mother, but he should not tell his mother what to do and what not to do. She's 65 years old. She can speak for herself. Let her, if Maddie has problems, she should work problems and habits. Let her work it out herself without Matthew bossing her around a lot. But talking back to your mother is not the answer. And it goes with everybody on Facebook. And it's not polite to talk back to your mother or your father. Even I have to work on that with my parents too. Everybody does, especially Jamal. You don't see Jamal doing that with his parents, but me and Matthew should not do that either. I know that Matthew doesn't have a father, but you shouldn't. But Maddie does all the work. That's her job to take care of all that stuff. But I want my boyfriend to at least treat Maddie respect. Somebody yelling at her and arguing with her, just do it. He even does that with his sister. I don't do that with my sister, Nina, and my brother Elliot, and my brother Alan. I just listen to them. If I can do it, Matthew can. Jamal can. Or anybody who has a family can. But you should never, ever talk back to your parents. I don't see Jamal doing that. I don't see Renee doing that. Nobody should ever talk back to your parents. Ever. And I'm going to talk about habits. Everybody has their own habits. So do I. I don't worry about other people's habits. I worry about my own habits. I don't tell people why I keep harassing people about why gossiping about other people's family members. Yes, that's my behavior skill. I don't need to tell nobody that. Okay. I am gossipless. I know. I've been gossiping about other people's family members, but at least I'm working on that. I know I need to break that habit. That is my habit. But that is private. And I do easily I like to talk about a lot, but I like to bring it up. Then I like to blab it out. I know I do that, but I try hard not to. I know sometimes I do open my big mouth by getting into people's business. That's one of my habits. I know. But I'm not going to tell no one about it. That's my business. That's another thing I'm going to put on my Facebook page. I want no one telling... I'm going to talk about people getting in people's business. No one should worry about other people's business. You guys need to worry about yourself. Not depend on everybody else. Depend on everybody else. Don't rely on people's problems. Worry about your own problems.